Welcome back. Here in the Ozarks and across the country, it's not severe thunderstorms or even tornadoes that kill the most people. Believe it or not, it's flash flooding. And luckily, it's very easy to keep yourself safe from the rising waters.
We've all seen it before, raging water, and in the middle of it, a truck or car with people waiting to be rescued. It is a scene repeated time and again in Missouri and Arkansas, and many times it has tragic endings. But really, there's an easy solution. If you approach a flooded roadway or low water crossing like this one, turn around. Don't drive through it. After all, if you never get in the water, there'll never be a problem. Research has shown that most adults do not perceive flooding as life-threatening or dangerous. So what if you do make the decision and find yourself trapped, surrounded by water? What should you do? Experts say you should stay with your car until it begins to sink. Use it as a raft and call 911 if possible. If it does sink, swim to a nearby tree or something anchored so you don't float with the current. And a few more flood-related tips. If you live near drainage ditches, canals, or storm drains, keep a close eye on your children. They're often mesmerized by fast-moving water. If you're camping along one of the Ozarks mini riverways, always choose a gravel bar that has an easy escape route to higher ground. And keep track of the river by placing a stick on the water's edge. Remember, it doesn't have to be raining where you are for a river to rise. Heavy rain upstream can leave you with little warning. And a few more facts. More people are killed by flash flooding in June than any other month. And more teenagers, particularly males, die in floods. Follow these safety tips and you can stay safe in flash floods.
Since 1950, nearly 300 people have died from flash flooding in Missouri and Arkansas. We hope next time you're out and you come to water over the roadway, you simply turn around.
When it comes to keeping you ahead of the storm, having some of the best technology at your fingertips is important. Fortunately, the Storm Vision Weather Team has just that. Here's Kevin Lighty.
Right here in the Storm Vision Weather Center, we utilize some of the best technology in the industry to keep you safe and ahead of the storm.
First off, Storm Vision Futurecast allows us to go 48 hours into the future, hour by hour, and show you what temperatures may be like, and also what type of clouds and precipitation that we may have. Now, when it comes to severe weather, Storm Vision Doppler radar has many features. First off, we have access to 158 different Doppler radars, which is represented by each dot on this graphic. Most of the time we use the Springfield radar, or the St. Louis, Kansas City, Tulsa, or Fort Smith, Arkansas. Now, this allows us to see storms coming from every direction. Next is our newest addition, Storm Vision 3D X Vision, which allows us to see storms in a new way, like you've never seen before, in 3D. Slicing up a storm to see it from all layers, top to bottom. That's something that you're only going to catch on KSPR. Now, next is the Storm Vision Echo Path. This is a feature that allows us to take the current radar image and then project it out 2 hours into the future, showing us exactly where a storm is headed. Now, knowing where a storm is headed is important, but knowing where the strongest part of the storm is located is even more crucial. This is where Mesopath comes in handy. It shows us exactly where rotation is within a thunderstorm, helping us pinpoint where exactly a tornado could form. Now, this will be indicated by a rotating icon seen right here. Now, from time to time, you're also going to see us show the percentage chance a tornado could form like seen here. This complex formula is calculated by using decades of tornado research from the Severe Storms Laboratory, which uses actual past tornado history data to calculate how likely a tornado will form when certain conditions are present in the atmosphere. Hail Zone is a product that shows you exactly where hail could be forming or where it's actually falling. Now, these areas will be circled like you see here in red. Rain Vision is a product that allows us to show exactly how much rain has fallen using Doppler radar estimates, satellite estimates, and ground truthing. The same can be done for ice and even snow. Now, some other tools that we have for you include the KSPR weather line. Just dial 417-863-7333, and you can have a forecast.
Lighty with your forecast for tonight. Expect clear skies, a low near 30 degrees.
We also offer you a free text message that can be delivered right to your cell phone with the day's forecast. Just log on to KSPR.com to sign up. Speaking of KSPR.com, this is where you can find the very popular KSPR weather blog. It's the only place in the Ozarks where you can get the most interactive and most updated weather information all in one place. Each day the blog is updated twice with the latest weather, and then you can even make comments or even ask any questions to us and we're going to respond right back to you promptly.
Here at KSPR, we take weather very seriously. In fact, it can sometimes be a matter of life and death.
Our investment in these weather tools is simply an investment in saving lives right here in the Ozarks.
Here at KSPR, we have a very detailed severe weather policy aimed at keeping you safe. We cover all tornado warnings issued for our viewing area live, regardless of the time of day.
It is the dead middle of night. It is 3:20 at night.
We provide the same level of coverage at 3 a.m. as we do in the middle of the afternoon. And it doesn't matter where the warning is, whether it's in Springfield or in our outlying counties. In order to keep our programming interruptions to a minimum, KSPR does not always cover severe thunderstorm warnings live on the air, unless they are particularly dangerous. For those storms, the crawl on the screen provides the information you need. Counties in purple are under a tornado warning, those shaded in red under a tornado watch. Orange shaded counties are under severe thunderstorm warnings, and those in yellow under a severe thunderstorm watch.
When Survive the Storm returns, they are the first line of information during severe weather, what they do, and how you can be a part of this important group, coming up.
But first, it's a sound that gets thousands of people to react. But do you know what the early warning siren system is designed for?
Sirens are outdoor warning systems, and that's what we stress. They're outdoors, and there's so many variables that can come into play if you can hear them inside or not.
Dozens of sirens scattered throughout Greene County are controlled from this room at the Office of Emergency Management. They can also be controlled from a number of backup locations throughout the city. When the siren sounds,
Really what we look for is tornadoes, and the two reasons we would turn on the tornado sirens is for the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning, or we have a trained storm spotter that has identified one and has relayed that on the radio.
But did you know that
the sirens cannot run constantly? They're set up to run on a 3-minute cycle. So when we push the button, they will run for 3 minutes and automatically turn off. And then 3 minutes later, we turn them back on again.